Hey guys, I hope you're having a good morning. I just woke up about 10 minutes ago. It's now around like 5:30 in the morning. I've got to head there around, I got to get there about 6 a.m. to the gym that I'm using for this week because that's when the staffed hours are, and I need to purchase a day pass. So yeah, I'm just gonna get ready for the gym real quick. I just got changed. Might prepare my pre-workout. I'll have the Spider-Man G Fuel for today. Today is upper split today, so I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I'm gonna try to record a couple clips, condense them again, make it, give it that kind of cool style with the music and short form, and then probably give my thought process after, see what's going on afterwards. So I'll probably talk to you then. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably start getting ready to head for the gym, and I'll probably talk with you after I do my workout. Just checking. Hey guys, just finished the workout, upper body today. Finished that. I think it went really well. Got a nice arm pump. I don't know if I'll be able to show you because I'm not gonna be recording in their bathrooms, but luckily I'm not too far away. I should get back to the hotel. Maybe do some posing there because I didn't do any posing in the first video, so I might have to catch up on that. Catch up on my shirtless regime. So yeah, not. I'm pretty exhausted, but not tired really. It's a weird difference, but yeah, no, I definitely had a good workout. Got a lot stronger in a lot of the exercises. I feel like the only one that I'm like not moving much at the moment is the incline press at the moment, the incline bench press. But other than that, everything's gone really well with like the cable machines and the barbell. Like I've been either maintaining or improving in strength, so that's something I'm grateful for. I don't know if there's like a certain threshold to how much muscle and strength I can get um, on the cut, because obviously on the cut you're on a deficit, you're eating less energy. But I don't know. I don't know, like I'm keeping up with my protein and carbs, so I think my body may just be reaching a certain point where it's not getting exponentially stronger, or like my muscles aren't growing as much. I don't know, maybe it's slowing down. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. I can't be explaining this shit too in detail, but yeah, that's just like what I think is happening. Like that's just what I feel like. I feel like I'm not getting ridiculously stronger. Like when I started out training with Brendan, it was like I was making fucking leaps and bounds in terms of like the weight that I was repping, and it like fucking surprised me. Like it was pretty much newbie gains, even though I'd been training for like a year and a half before I was training with Brendan. It was still like I was like back to square one, but it felt so good because I was just making dramatic progress each week, and you could see it. You could see the fat trimming off. You could see more like definition around the traps and the shoulders. Like the upper body was just really like toning up, which is like what I'm very grateful for. And so looking forward to getting back home, training with Brendan. You know, we're reaching the last roughly 3 weeks of the cut, the first phase. So yeah, excited to see how it turns out. I might get a DEXA scan in the last 2 weeks of the phase 1, and then probably a DEXA scan at the very end. So 2 weeks before it ends, and then like on the day it pretty much ends. See like the maximum that I've reached at the cut within those 8 weeks now. Well, not 8 weeks now, but the 8 weeks that will be when I finish the phase 1. So looking forward to that, and then I might maintain it for like a week or two just to show off fucking the fact that I'm like completely shredded by that time. Hopefully, so yeah, and then looking forward to what the future holds. I think there's some good content to be made eventually. Um, I don't know if I'll repeat, like I'll record the same exercises because I pretty much do the same things each week, like the same splits. But I'll finish up recording these 3 splits towards the end of this Melbourne trip and upload them and then see how that goes. Looking forward to the part 2 of the Melbourne video. This is obviously going to be in it, so yeah, I'll probably see you guys next. I don't know when. I might grab a coffee, get those carbs in me. I love that post workout coffee. And yeah, I'll probably talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so just finished lower body workout. Um, it wasn't bad at all. Not as I feel like even though I tried considering a lot of tempo and form, there was still a lot of factors where I could have improved. Maybe I could have taken it slower. Maybe I could have executed maybe like a longer, wider range of motion. There were 2 exercises I had to substitute for, which were the Romanian deadlift and then the hex bar deadlift. So it was very, you just had to make do with what you got with the facilities. But I'm not, the facilities are great. It's just that the two that I used were very specific last time. And deadlift, with the Romanian deadlift, I feel like the weight is taking more of a toll on my upper body than it is the hamstrings, like what it's supposed to be working. So that's a bit of a thing that I still got to communicate with Brendan when I get back. But with the deadlift, I just did the like standard deadlift. I had to go a bit lighter. I did the weight that I did last time, but since it's a different form, I think it impacts you differently. So it was a lot heavier initially, and then I worked my way back up to like 5 kilos under what I started with. So in terms of just making do, making sure you're working something. So yeah, I tried to really control the eccentric on that one, which is a bit hard on conventional deadlift, but I tried making do because I think it just kind of like brings your body forward, and then gravity gets the better of you. But because your center of gravity is a bit off, I think. But that's just like what I think of it, because with the hex grip, you're in the center, so you can just lift from the sides and it doesn't really sway you back and forth. Whereas with the conventional deadlift, you're like literally leaning over to move it. So I think that has that's a factor to it. But I'm no scientist when it comes to this shit. I'm no personal trainer. I'm not qualified at all to be going in too much depth with this shit. I'm just a guy that follows a regime and sees results incrementally, hopefully, which I have been. I can't discredit how far I've come, so excited to see how it goes. I've got conditioning tomorrow, and then after I do that, I will record. After I record the conditioning exercise, I might do like a post workout recording just like this one, and then I'll start editing the Melbourne part 2 video and see how that goes. I'm excited to try out the new style that I kind of used last time with like the more condensed workout clips with the copyright free music. So hopefully that goes well, and I'll probably catch you later. I'm gonna go grab another oat cappuccino because I just fucking like oat cappuccinos. Not much explaining to do there. They're fucking delicious. You know, I just like oat cappuccinos. You know, it tastes like liquid shit, but I mean I like it. It's an acquired taste. It's something you just become accustomed to. It's like I've literally been drinking the same type of coffee when I go out for like years now. I've got an oat cappuccino everywhere I go. I'm actually a regular at a cafe near the gym I go back to at home. So yeah, they know who I am. So if you're watching this, which you're probably not because I get like only a couple of views from my close friends, but if you someday come across this video, I hope you guys are having a good day and your coffee fucking rocks. And I will continue to probably order from your cafe because you just make it really well. And also, it's convenient because it's like 2 minutes away from where I work out. So it's a great post workout, um, I guess, meal, if you'd like to call it that. I don't eat much in the morning except for when I finish my workout. So yeah, I guess I do eat much. I'm just a hypocrite. Yeah, I do eat a lot. But yeah, I haven't got much to say. A little fried, but not as fried as I wish I was right now. I think I could have worked out harder or better. So I'll talk to you later. See how it goes. See ya. Hey guys, so just came back to the apartment, had a shower, had some breakfast. I had pretty much the usual, an oat cappuccino with some instant oats, that same oat cup that I've had before in the past couple of days. So, um, excuse me, feeling good. Yeah. Um, I know I said before I didn't feel much of the workout, but then when you actually go to sit down, it's like, oh shit, you can feel how much you've really worked on those hammies, and yeah, there's like glutes. I kid you not, like those glutes. It's pumping, man. It's getting a lot of blood flow down there. Feeling good post workout. I think the carbs maybe help. They gave me a bit more energy, and just feeling good. Just rested at the moment. I might go for a walk later. It's always important to want to get those steps in. I aim for about 15,000 steps a day. I've been pretty much adhering to that most days, like on this Melbourne trip. Um, Yesterday I did like 20,000 steps because we went through a lot of walking, and the day before it was only like barely touched 10,000. So it does fluctuate while on holiday, I guess, but at the same time I still try to just dedicate 15,000 steps, and for me that's about like 45 minutes of walking if you want to like time it, like work off of time. So yeah, just like at your own pace, walking 45 minutes total throughout the day. And I don't know, like I assume like obviously if you're going to work, like you're probably already gonna get those 15K steps in unless you like work in an office job. But even then, just doing little things like parking your car further away from like wherever you're working, or just taking the longer way in terms of like where can I accumulate steps. I guess that's sort of the mindset to get into. But like I walk to work anyways, because it's either that or I take public transport. So I find it just more convenient, and it's also a bit quicker for me to walk to work. It's about 30 minutes from mine. So yeah, and I get like 10K steps in just from one that one trip to work. So, and then like while I'm at work, I'm standing about. So yeah, definitely, like, I actually kind of feel grateful for like more work like the week, because it just means you just get your steps in. You don't have to worry about that, and then you just adhere to the workouts and diet as per usual. But yeah, I might try not to digress. I might have to record some posing shots later. Maybe, I don't know if I'll do it today or tomorrow, because I just don't know when the best time would be. Like, I'm thinking towards the end of the week, to sort of signify the most progression. So what I mean by that is like waiting till the end of week 5 of this phase 1, and then trying to do that, like trying to log that progression or trying to record that progression visually at the end of like each week, because that's like how I record these videos as well. It's like every week, or in this case it's an exception, twice a week, because there's like 2 parts to it to condense it or to split up the duration of the videos. But yeah, I might have to do some posing under good lighting. There is some spots in this hotel that have good lighting, but the bathroom actually doesn't have that great of lighting. It like has like this downwards light, but it doesn't really capture like, or it doesn't highlight most of what I want people to see. Like obviously I do take progression shots in bad lighting, but that's only for like my personal trainer and I, so we can like assess that. Like I don't want them getting out, like I want people to see like the best version of my body per week. But that's not to say that's what I look like all the time, because most of the time I am flexing under good lighting, and I'll either mention that or probably just be presumed. Like you can tell when someone's like making that face, or you get the veins popping from your neck, and you're just like trying to hide that goofy expression you make when you're like flexing every muscle you can. So yeah, and on a side note, I know this is a bit weird, but hair removal cream works like a fucking charm. It stinks like shit. It does. It stinks like shit, but it's super effective. Got like pretty much no hair on my body for like 2 to 3 days with the cream I used, and it's like that was with my obviously upper body. I haven't touched the lower body as of yet, but I'm aiming to do that. Like what I'm aiming to do is to shave the legs and then apply that cream, so that way like you can see as much detail as possible. Like that is the point of what I'm doing. That you can actually see my body. It doesn't. There's no point if it's just covered in a fucking plethora of just like hair. So like no one wants to see that. So I'm just grateful for hair removal cream. It is a godsend, and so is diet soda, and so is every sort of product that has helped me with this cut. So there's not much I'm thinking of saying at the moment, not much on my mind. I am aiming to rest for about half an hour, just chill out for a bit, and then probably start walking. I'm trying to drink a lot of water right now because I've had a lot of caffeine in the morning and I don't really have any during the day, other than maybe a Coke Zero later, but I leave that towards like the afternoon, midday towards the afternoon. So in this meantime, while the caffeine wears off and my appetite is less suppressed, that's when I drink like the most water. I'll drink like 2 liters of water within this time frame. Maybe have like a diet soda later, and then drink more water. Like just go back and forth between the two in the afternoon. I think that's just how I manage that sort of, like not going overboard with the diet soda, but also like it is a very good substitute for me in terms of helping to like suppress that hunger, because it can get bad. It can get like I've mentioned it before, but like the hunger can go from fucking 1 to 10. Like if you leave yourself to like get too hungry, what I mean? And no one wants to be hungry, man. Like I don't advise that for anyone. That's like the worst way to go about it, I think, just because it's so like fucking unpleasant. No one wants to go walking around agitated, hungry, and like I think when you're hungry, you actually start craving sweets more. So the whole idea is that you don't want those cravings, because that just like makes shit fucking worse. So you're hungry and then you're craving. You look at like in Melbourne especially, like when I walk about, it's like you see all these confectionery, like walking past like cafes and shit. You see like these donuts, these muffins, and you're like, oh my god. Like usually the cravings are never there if you satiate yourself with protein and other good food. But if you're like starving and you're desperate for like something, you're just like, oh fuck, I'll take a fucking donut right now. You know what I mean? Like you're like, that's when you feel like it the most. And like you know, obviously the cravings might be there, especially if you're starting out on the cut, but it's definitely not something that I think is ideal. So it's finding a way to distribute it or find alternatives that you can still enjoy the foods on the cut. You just gotta be a bit creative with it. Like for example, recently I started incorporating like salsa into my egg whites with spinach as well. Like I added spinach and salsa, and one serving of salsa is like 40 grams. So about for me like like two tablespoons of salsa is like 15 calories for 40 grams of that. So it's fucking like great. And and then I add like a shit ton of spinach because spinach per like 100 gram I think is like 23 calories. So it's fucking nothing. And 100 grams of spinach is a lot of spinach. Spinach doesn't weigh a lot, so you need a lot just to get like fucking 50 grams of spinach. Like a mountainous bowl of spinach is about 50 grams. So yeah, add spinach and salsa. It just adds flavor. With the spinach, adds fiber, I believe, because just a vegetable. And yeah, the egg whites are just the protein, so you got a bit of everything in there, and it's just really good. I think it's a really efficient way to sort of satiate yourself, to fill your stomach. You can use other vegetables as well if you want, like cucumbers, broccoli, any sort of like green vegetables are great. I think asparagus is good as well, but I just never had it. But broccoli, cucumber, off the top of my head, lettuce. Trying to think, like maybe Brussels sprouts. I don't know, whatever is like preferred to most people. I think bok choy as well. Is it? Yeah, but yeah. Anyways, uh, yeah, just whatever suits you in terms of making do with vegetables, fruits and vegetables. I love apples myself in terms of fruit, berries, strawberries, blueberries especially. And then apple is a bit hefty in calories, but I just like fucking apples, And no, I mean, I like apples. I don't like fucking. Anyways, yeah, no, just sticking to the good fibrous, high volume fruits and veggies with low calories, but essentially most fruits and vegetables do have low calories. Like I don't know anyone that's gotten fat off of eating like 100 grams of spinach a day. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just about finding what works for you. And I think recently I've just been kind of pushing the boundaries a bit, trying to experiment with new sort of side things to add onto my dishes. So yeah, it's been going well. I've been talking for a fucking while now, so I don't know. Hopefully you've stayed through. If you haven't, understandable. I might be recording posing shots later, and if I don't, well then I probably should because got to get that shirtless content out there. Got to give the men what they want. Yeah. I'll see you guys later, and hope you have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. See ya. Hey guys, I'm currently in the bathroom right now. It's a bit of an awkward space, but it'll make do. The lighting isn't as great as I'd like it to be, but it's lighting, so I guess we might as well just get down to it. Excuse me if the microphone kind of touches the show a bit. This is the only way I could get a microphone in the first place close to my head. So this is flexing. This is flexing right now. This is not flexing, but I am. All I'm simply doing is just turning my body like that. Got obviously good lighting there, and like I think what that does is just stretch the skin so you can see a lot more of like the abs right there. Like that's me flexing with the pose, and then and that's that, and then thought that was thought that was my family. I think someone's just next door. Well, that's the wind, I think. And then so that was just skin stretching with flexing. Trying to get that good pose. I like this pose personally because you can see a lot more, and if you like feel a lot down there, you get like that nice V line over there. And then if I do that, okay, this is no flexing. This is just lifting my arm, and then there's like it's like you're like stretching your tricep right there, and then if you pull it down, you can see a lot more. If I flex, that's how you get there. And I mean, I'm not really good at most posing, but it's definitely something I gotta practice. This is full flexing upper body. Got tensing my abs as hard as I can. Got the biceps on. And okay, see, like that's what you see when I'm not flexing. Like I am under good lighting. That's the thing. So even when I'm not flexing, you got like a bit of a weird shape there. I guess that's just like the way I view it. I don't know, like objectively, I don't know how to view it. But this is no flexing. This is just a side view. And if I turn around, I don't know how much you can see because I'm obviously turned around. But yeah, no, I try appreciate what good lighting has to show. This is obviously just how I look in like basic lighting, no flexing. I kind of like the shape here, like the delts. I don't know if it's because the camera's at a weird angle as well. I look a bit fatter here. Like I look like I got like a bit of a rounded belly. But as you can see, the abs are starting to show a bit. No, obviously no flexing now. The obliques looking good. I like that. Like I like that. My chest is a bit flat, but I mean for the body, I actually think it does protrude. I'm not saying it's completely flat, but I mean when you look at it front on, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I'm looking at it. I do like how you can sort of see like underneath in conjunction with the abs. It sort of like gets a lot more shape there. You got that nice like obliques again, just really shaping up that abdominal area. So this is another one I like. The tricep. If I push down a bit, you can see like the V. I don't know if that's how I do it. Just don't know many poses that I'm like confident with. But yeah, that's the general update of things. This is what is it? Friday today. Friday, week 5 of phase 1. I think it's going well. Still got around 3 weeks left to go, and then looking forward to how that turns out. So yeah, I'll probably see you next. I don't know when. Maybe before or after the conditioning workout. Or if I have anything else to say, I'll let you guys know. Alright.